Hello there, welcome to Samira TV. So I have a very special guest to meet today. I have Brian. Brian, can you introduce yourself to the viewers out there?
Hello everyone, I'm Brian. I studied Chinese language in China for like 5 years. Right now I'm an entrepreneur. I help people import things from China. That's what basically I do to get myself going.
So Brian is your plug, like anything, China is the hub of everything. So you already know your plug. We're going to leave his information below. So yeah, Brian, how are you? How have you been? How's everything going?
I'm cool, I'm fine.
Hope
Everything's
you're
good.
looking forward to the match today. What do you think?
Of course, I believe so much in our team because they've really shown perseverance, a lot of effort.
Yeah,
I believe we're going to make it.
definitely.
Yeah.
So we're gonna dig into like your personal life. So have you had your heart broken before? Let's start with that.
Ah,
And how many times?
no one can say at this point in their life they haven't gone through heartbreak, especially
Mm-hmm.
as a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the heartbreak that hit me the most was while I was in Nigeria. I had
Okay.
heartbreaks when I was in China when I was studying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it wasn't that tough compared to this. I don't know. I feel like in Africa and Asia, the
Yes.
dating prospects is very different, and the reasons to date or even the ideology of dating is kind of different. In Africa, here, a lot of people date because of what they could benefit,
Right.
but
So you feel it's not genuine
yeah,
most of the
it's not
time.
genuine. Yeah.
So how can you tell the difference between the genuine love now that you've had these experiences? Are there any signs you look out for?
Of course, there are signs.
Okay.
One sign is you don't even need to be financially bogus, buoyant, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
to have a girlfriend or keep a girlfriend or keep a girl in China.
Yeah. Okay, in
Yeah,
China.
yeah, in China
Yes.
basically. But here, you just, your pocket, four pockets full. Your pockets have to be full. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
just feel, yeah, you just have to
So,
have money.
okay.
But there is not really a
Oh,
criteria.
really?
Yeah,
So there, is it that they don't have all those expectations? Like, in Nigeria, women already have that expectation of maybe when you're out on a date, you're automatically the person going to handle the bill. So is it the same in China? Or, you can go Dutch 50-50. She could pay, you could pay, those sorts of things.
okay, in China, the 50-50 aspect it comes to play, but that's going to be based on an understanding or who asked each other out on a date.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was in China, like my ex could say, okay, let's go out to eat. When she says that, I know she's got like going to cover the bills. I'm not
Yes.
saying that, but as a man, you should still do what you have to do as a man. You
Mm-hmm.
have to pay for bills, but sometimes
But
I
there's
offer to
nothing
pay.
wrong
Yeah,
with a
yeah,
woman doing it.
yeah. Sometimes I offer to pay, but like the payment system there is very quick. You just get your phone, you just scan, and the next thing the money is gone. Unlike
Yes.
you need to get the card in Nigeria here, start punching
Mm-hmm.
like pin. So before you know, she might have even paid even before you
Yes.
even asking because there are codes everywhere, all around in the
Right.
restaurant. There are codes on the wall. You could just sit down and take once you get your camera out, it's going to recognize the AI technology,
Mm-hmm.
recognize okay, yeah, this is like scan to pay, and the
Yeah.
price is already there. You just swipe and pay. So
That's
basically, yeah.
good.
So you as a person, you now have to understand not every
Mm-hmm.
time she has to pay. Sometimes you can
Definitely.
now offer to pay.
Yes.
Yeah, but mostly like in Africa, you just have to
You're
pay. Like
always the
yeah,
one,
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
expectation.
Although
Yes.
there's scenarios where a lady will pay, but when you compare it, it's totally different. You know what?
It's
Different people, the
rare.
mindset is different.
Mindset.
Yeah,
Yes.
everything is totally different. Yeah,
Absolutely. So can you forgive a cheating partner
I did, but I fucked up by forgiving.
by forgiving? How
Yeah,
do you mean?
when you forgive and you keep the person, that's what I mean by fucked up. Like you
Yes.
just have to move ahead.
Forgive and move ahead.
Yeah, don't
Right.
stay, just move ahead.
Mm-hmm.
It's really going to help you as a man. Like that self-respect, you're going to keep it within you. So even if you meet the person in any other place, that respect still
It's
there.
still there.
Yeah, because
Yes.
I don't think once your lady cheats, once your lady cheats and then you're still around her, she's going to see you less of a man. To be
Right.
honest,
But
like
then why do men want women to forgive them when they cheat? But then it's opposite. For men, once your woman cheats, it's like they're out the door. It's hard for them to.
okay, I have an answer to that.
Okay.
For men, we are not really moved by emotions.
Right.
Yeah, but for a woman to cheat, I feel her emotions are already being tied somewhere.
Yes.
So when she starts cheating, like
It's
she's
like
already drifting away from you. especially if you're not married yet, in the
Yes.
process to get married,
Right.
she's drifting from you already. So at some point, you just get to realize you're no longer in the picture.
That
You
makes
just have
sense.
to, yeah,
Yeah,
just
that
have to
makes
know you're no
sense.
longer in the picture.
So do you believe in soulmates?
Of course, why not?
Really?
Yeah, of
So you
course.
feel like everyone has that person, their person.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
especially like that understands you, even
Mm-hmm.
when you feel like no other person will understand you. Some persons that really understand you, but don't take advantage of it.
Yes.
That's another important. You don't take advantage. Yeah, believe in soulmates. Yeah, you meet some
Yeah.
persons, you just see there's a connection, there's a vibe,
Mm-hmm.
and you just feel something very strong. Sometimes you might be lost.
Yes.
So sometimes, like if
It
you're a
might be
bit,
infatuation,
yeah,
yes?
yeah, if you're a bit spiritual, you need to like seek the face of your Creator.
Yeah.
Like as a Christian, I'm a Christian. I have to like pray and tend to ask God
For
about this. Yeah, for
direction.
direction. Yeah,
Yes.
for direction. That's the
So do you
word.
believe in the institution of marriage as you are right now? Do you believe?
Of course. I'm Igbo, so of course I have to. I'm
Mm-hmm.
the only son. Yeah,
Oh,
so of course I have to. My grandparents, they're still alive. My parents are still alive, so they have to like my kids. I'm
yes.
looking forward to having kids.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
that's
looking forward to having kids.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So is there like pressure from your family, like since you're Igbo, like you said, do you people have that pressure? Maybe once you reach a certain age, your parents start pressurizing you as a man, or there's none of that?
Okay, from my family, like I think doesn't really count. I think it's more on the ladies.
Yes,
This pressure is
more.
more on the ladies, not on the guys.
Yes.
Like for me, my dad hasn't even ever asked me like what age. The only
Mm-hmm.
thing he asks me sometimes like what tribe or what ethnicity of person would you like to
Oh, so
marry?
are you open so can you marry someone that is not Igbo? Can you, for example, marry Hausa, like a Hausa woman?
Of course I can.
Oh, and your parents would accept that?
Yeah, because while I was studying in China, I dated a couple of races. I've
Mm-hmm.
gotten the experience of interracial relationships.
Yes.
Yeah, I know if you could deal like shoulder a lot of things, you could lead to marriage. But
Mm-hmm.
distance and then coming back home and yes, it sometimes
Yeah,
breaks that barrier.
it
So
does.
yeah,
So you're open to that.
yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
am.
a good one.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good. So, what advice would you give your younger self?
Ah, okay. I think I shouldn't go after my lust
Mm-hmm.
when you're in a relationship. And don't forget that don't put sex as a priority because when you put sex as a priority and you don't look into character development and you building with the person on the long run, to sustain sex, you still have to have money because you might get tired of a certain kind of vibe or drive. You have to spice things up and the
Yeah.
rest. So if your relationship is dependent on sex or
Mm-hmm.
like what sexual gratifications,
Yes.
it's going to fail. To be honest,
So character should rank higher in essence.
it
Look
is.
look out for the character
Yeah.
more than the physical
Yeah,
attributes.
yeah. Because me personally, I was
Yes.
like more of putting more attention on that, but I got to
Mm-hmm.
notice that no, that's not really it. You just
Yeah.
have to, character development, get to know the person, what this person can actually do. Can you handle some finances? I give you some money. Now, I'm not telling you that you should give the money back to me, but can
Yeah.
it hold you? Can you hold yourself with that money? What can you
Yes.
do with it to be
With it.
sustaining? Yeah,
Yes.
yourself.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. So, do you believe in couple therapy? You're having a problem with your partner and then you go see a therapist. Do you believe that sort of thing would help? Personally, would you do that if you had the opportunity to?
I believe in that, but I don't really like to go to therapists that they're so popular. They're everywhere.
Okay.
Like when I was in China, yeah, there's a therapist in my school, like
Okay.
is it public relations or something like that? The department in school where you have some issues or maybe you are facing some trauma. Because I
Yeah.
had some friends like their parents died while they were still studying in China, so
Oh, yeah.
like they're so depressed, they just can't even carry themselves up to go to classes and
Mm-hmm.
so there's therapists like that. But I don't like people that when you say to them and then everyone's going to know what really happened within
Definitely,
you.
as a therapist, you should be definitely professional. There should be some sort of,
But my friend has experienced like a therapist that just went out of the line. So for
yes.
me, I would not like go online searching for therapists. I
Mm-hmm.
could like I feel I could also talk to you.
Yes.
Yeah, I could talk to you
Mm-hmm.
and I know nothing is gonna get out. Yeah, so I just talk to someone personally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, can you stay away from social media for your partner? You meet a woman that tells you, "Oh, Brian, I don't think you should be posting on social media, this and that." Can you do that?
when you mean partner, you mean in a relationship or
Yes,
marriage?
in a relationship or marriage. Both. Oh, let's say marriage, for example.
Okay, marriage.
Yeah.
No, if it's in a relationship, sometimes you need social media based on business or your means of income. But there's some certain content you shouldn't post and
Mm-hmm.
stuff if you know your partner is not going to be happy
With this
with that
content,
content.
yes,
So you just
yes.
have to put that into consideration. You are
Mm-hmm.
being in a relationship is like it's like a new life. That person is
Yes.
going to be like calling you, checking up on you, getting to know where you are. So if you're making some videos or posting some things that the person doesn't like, it's obviously going to feel somehow. You
Mm-hmm.
get the person will feel uneasy. So you have to do things the right way. Even if you
Yes.
have the urge to post, like I use social media a lot. I can't even
Mm-hmm.
lie. Like I use social
Mm-hmm.
media a lot. But I could try and then restrain myself a bit because of the purpose of that relationship to let it grow and see where it's going to lead to.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's a good one. So have you been ghosted before?
Yeah, have.
You have, look, you're dating someone, everything is going well, and then boom, they stop calling, no explanation, you can't reach out to them. Has that happened to you before?
Yes, it has.
Really?
Yeah, it
So how
wasn't.
did you handle it?
I felt really bad though, and I felt used at the same time
Yeah.
because at some point we guys you feel you can use a lady, but sometimes they can also use you. So
Mm-hmm. It's
that
like,
yeah, that time I really felt it.
yeah.
I felt that same feeling when because I've ghosted some girls as well.
Yes.
I could just like be like, okay, we're in a relationship, but deep down I know I'm not really
In a
with you, yeah.
yes,
So I think I just got the fair share of what I said to someone else.
definitely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So moving forward, how would you handle this? Like since you've tasted it and you know it's not, so would you talk to the person, oh, this is not working out? Because a lot of these things happen where people just ghost and then you're left feeling all sorts of emotions. So what would be a better approach since you've
Um,
experienced it moving forward?
I feel a better approach is to be genuine. Like like you explained now, if you
Mm-hmm.
want to like get to know someone and then you guys are already talking and
Yeah.
all of a sudden you now decide to ghost the person.
Mm,
For me now, like I like to be direct these days.
exactly.
Even if I might not be like plain, I'll just let you know like this is how it's going to be. I can't really be in a relationship
Yes.
now, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, we could just be friends. You get
Yes.
sometimes you could do like friends with benefits.
Mm-hmm.
So you know because women they fall in love, they get attached so quick.
Definitely,
Yeah.
yes.
And some guys also do that too. Some guys keep acting like they are very solid and strong,
Mm-hmm.
but deep
Deep
down,
down, they're like super
yeah,
emotional.
they're very emotional.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel don't play with people's emotions to be honest, just because
Yes.
I've experienced something that wasn't really good. So now I don't want to just mess with anybody. I'll just be like, I
Yes.
tell you my mind. If I want us to just be doing this based on what you could get, it's fine. And I like your energy. Sometimes at the end of the day, you could fall in love. That's the crazy part.
Definitely,
You could
yes.
fall in love because from
Mm-hmm.
friends to lovers, it
Yes.
happens. Yeah. So just be
But then honesty is key.
yeah,
Instead of just stringing someone along, it's
exactly.
better to just be honest. Oh, this is what I feel. If this
Yeah.
is going to continue, so it should just be a mutual,
Yeah.
yes,
Let's be on the same page.
page. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now, yeah, what do you know what your love language is? Are you aware of your love languages?
I love food. I love
Mm-hmm.
food a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I love someone who is caring. Like, I don't like the I don't care attitude. Like, you might
Okay.
meet some persons, they actually show you that caring part of them, but when you're not with them in the same space, it feels
Mm.
like you're not there. You can actually be with your partner and you're not
Still
in the
feel
same
alone.
place, but
Okay.
you still feel them.
Right.
They
Because
can
they're
sense when
keeping
you're
in
about to
touch.
get, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even their calling or something. They can sense when you're feeling uneasy or when you're sick or something.
Yes.
They could just like call you or message you. The timing, the prompting, it shows there's a connection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's it.
So what advice would you give? So would you consider yourself a Gen Z, right?
Yeah, I would.
A
I
Gen
would.
Z,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So coming from this Gen Z, so what advice would you give your fellow Gen Zs, like in terms of dating? Because there's a lot of heartbreak. People have different notions of love now. People believe it doesn't exist. It's like everyone is all about going like breaking hearts. There are a lot of damage. So what do you think?
No, love exists. Love is a very beautiful force. It's one of the
Okay.
greatest force on planet Earth.
Mm-hmm.
I still believe in love, no matter whatever situations or the relationship or kind of situations I've been in. I still believe in love. Love
Mm-hmm.
exists. What are we living for if not for love? Yeah.
But people approach it the wrong way.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
So,
the
what
approach is wrong.
advice would you give people that want something real, something solid?
Okay, if you want something solid, I think you should keep your, as a human being, keep those, your lust and those kind of feelings, those strong feelings to have too much of sex or have sex,
So
those feelings.
differentiate
Yeah,
it.
differentiate it.
Yes.
It's different. Lust and love is totally different things.
Yes.
You can have strong lust over someone and you keep going, keep going, keep going to fulfill that lust.
Yes.
Yeah, but when you love someone, you know, like it's not all about lust. You care about the person, you know how to handle the person, you know things that could make that person happy, you know how to make the
Yes.
person's day. When the person hears your voice, they're happy. You
Yes.
feel that connection. Love is real. For real. Love is real. I believe in love.
Okay, that's good. That's a good one. So, what do you have any relationship deal breakers, red flags?
Okay. I think number one is if a lady goes out too often.
Okay, goes out to.
If she goes out too
How do
often.
you mean goes out? Is it that goes out? How do you mean goes out? Is it going out to do her business
First thing,
or going
first thing,
out to party? What's the difference?
girls, all this girly hangout. I don't like it.
Really? Why? What,
I
what do
don't
you
like
have
it.
against them?
Nah, because I feel most ladies are influenced by their friends, and if those girly hangouts are too often, nah, it's a red flag. It's a turn off for me. If I
Okay.
notice you are always having, and sometimes it's named girly hangout, but it's not really girly hangout. Women, they know each other. They have maybe some. They want to link you up to somebody else or something, or
Yeah.
just kind of they'll just feel like okay, just be friends, just make friends or connection. But you know deep down, I feel like between a man and a woman, we all
Yeah.
know sometimes there's a platonic relationship, but at some point, if there's a need to smash, it will still happen.
Yeah.
So why do you give space to it? You know you're going to, you know if you go around here, there's fire, you get burnt. But why do you want to go there to test the
Yeah.
fire first before you get burnt? You can avoid some things. You can do the girly stuff, but don't do it too
Okay,
much.
not too much.
Yeah,
And you would definitely communicate that to her,
yeah,
yeah?
yeah. Of course, I know it has to
Okay.
be spelled out. If you feel those girls mean more to you
Yes.
than the new life you are in, then it's fine. You can be with the girls.
So what else apart from like going out too much? Another red flag.
Another red flag. If a girl still keeps her ex,
Okay.
if she keeps her ex at at arm's length,
So do you mean
that's a
like
no.
talking on the phone with them, still hanging out with them?
Yeah, exactly,
Yes.
exactly. Because I think I don't know why it happens this way, but I don't know. I feel a lot of ladies they just can't delete numbers or block someone completely, or even try to change their SIM cards or stuff. They still keep the contact.
Yes.
I don't know what the benefit is. For me, as a guy, when you know something is over, it should be over completely.
Right.
You can just end on a good note. If you see the person, you could say hi, hello, just interact on a normal level. But you staying online, texting, calling, and the rest, that's
Yeah.
going to create problem. You have to let go of the past and look to the future. It's going to obviously create problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in terms of character, are there any red flags you have? Maybe someone that is hot tempered or
Okay. I think someone who nags a lot.
nags.
Yeah, I don't like it at
Women
all.
complain about women nagging. What's that nagging? What
For
is
me,
nagging?
the word abuse is like you just don't know when to stop.
Okay.
You just don't know when
You
to
just
stop.
keep going.
Yeah. For me, I won't lie, I'm a bit hot tempered. That's why I go to the gym to
Okay.
like exercise and it makes me feel like I release that energy
Right.
instead of releasing it like fighting or something. I prefer to release that energy in the gym. Like I don't like people who are too ras.
Yes.
Your tone, you don't even sound like a lady. Like you're sounding like a man. You're too masculine. You're feeling like you're a man. That doesn't count.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
That's-
You're a woman. Live as a woman.
Yes.
You have to listen, even though when you know he might what he's saying might not be right, but just listen first and be calm. Then when you notice he's calm, you could just approach him and be like, okay, how can I do this? Or you can talk in a certain way when anger has died down.
yes,
Yeah, but when
yeah.
when it's the heat of the moment, nah, it's not the time. It's not the time. If you like altercations, nah, I'm out. I can't even be there. I don't like a league that likes altercation.
Yes.
It's not going to end well. It's not going to end well.
And then earlier we are talking about how you spoke about how the gym has helped a lot of your friends overcome addictions, this and that. So how is that helpful?
Okay.
How would that how would you overcome maybe like an addiction by going to the gym? What is that like from when we're talking
The
about?
gym for me is like a second home.
Yeah.
I embrace the gym because it embraced me as well. I feel gym is the only place where when you're consistent,
Mm-hmm.
you don't actually need so much. I've seen people that go to the gym, you don't need so much money to
Yeah.
eat or buy supplement and stuff to be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
There are different forms of exercise and activities you could do in the gym,
Yeah.
therapeutic things like yoga and the rest. And over time, if you keep doing this, it becomes a habit.
Right.
So if you have that habit doing that, and maybe you're trying to kill on that habit, and then you decide to use the gym over a long period of time, if you have some friends that usually like that can connect you and uplift you and make you
Yeah.
to follow up with the gym lifestyle, you
Mm-hmm.
forget those addictions. Even if you might run back to it once in a while, it
Yes.
will not be as much as when you had no gym or no
Right.
physical activities. You know, when you do physical activities, your body releases some level of stress
It does.
endorphins
Yes.
or
And
something like that. Yeah,
yes.
your body
Feel
releases.
good.
Yeah, you feel good. Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah, Jim, you feel so good.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. So right now, before we wrap it up, I have some would you rather questions just to,
Okay, spice things up.
yes.
And that's chilled.
So would you rather be chronically underdressed or overdressed? I definitely feel like I know this answer for you. I feel like I can answer.
Could you repeat the question? Chronically.
Would you rather be chronically underdressed or
I
overdressed?
prefer to be overdressed. I like fashion. I won't lie. I
Mm-hmm.
like to look good because I modeled in China at some point.
Okay.
You know, just a small scale modeling, not that. Yeah.
So why not bring that back? Because I feel like you're definitely going to be a good model, even here in Nigeria. There are a lot of brands that. Is that something you're also considering?
Yeah, I could look
Moving
into that.
forward,
I could
yeah?
look into that, but I don't know why recently I just feel like I don't want myself to be out there. But my personality is the kind of person I like to be seen. I always like to record my phone and stuff.
Yeah.
But sometimes I try to fight it, and I don't think I should. So
Yes,
I might put in place or
definitely.
try out what you just mentioned.
That's a good thing to consider. So, would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or for everyone you know to have access to your internet history? Read your thoughts or have access to your internet history?
And your thoughts is like your life, oh, that's what makes you up as a person.
Yeah.
You can go to my internet history, no problem. So far, like my password, you won't get to see them. You can see my history, it's fine. But for my thoughts, no,
It's
those
like
are mine between me and God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if everybody knows your thought, they can actually know what you're going to do next. You can be so predictable.
What? You'll be so vulnerable.
Yeah. So that's the word. You'll be so vulnerable. Yeah, that's the word.
So, would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life or give up the internet for the rest of your life?
It has to be AC. AC can go now. You can use a fan, right? You can cope with fan. Internet is life.
Yes, definitely. So, would you rather have universal respect or unlimited power?
Universal respect and the power, like being respected all over the world.
Yes.
I think I'll take that.
The
Universal
respect
Yeah.
over power.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good one. So, would you rather lounge by the pool or on the beach?
Um, I've not really had any.
But you love to swim, yeah?
I just get into the water. I can't really swim.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't swim. I haven't had any beach experience. But I've been around the beach, but I have that phobia.
Okay,
Yeah, I have that phobia. Like my place where I live now, there's a pool, but I still
Yeah.
use. It's not that deep. Like I think it's my height, 6 feet, but I still use the floater.
Yes, just to
Yeah.
be on sea because a
Yeah.
lot of stories. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I also have that phobia as well. So, lastly, would you rather always have a full phone battery or a full gas tank?
Phone battery. Yeah. Man, it depends on the scenario, but for now, I think gas tank is better. Full gas tank.
With the situation of the country, yes.
Yeah, mobility. Because if you have a full gas tank and you're out and your phone is low, you can actually charge in your phone now. Sorry, in your car.
That's
You can charge in your
yes.
car. So you're just like killing
Two birds with one stone.
Yeah,
Yes.
literally.
So now, just to wrap it up, do you have any other thing you want to add or want people to know that has been maybe on your mind or you've been seeing around that you just want to talk about before we wrap it up?
Okay. I want to advise the young people, especially the Gen Z.
Yes.
I feel we should stop chasing after our lost. Stop chasing after our lost. Just be you and then look for someone you can actually connect with, not because of social status or because of this person is always looking fly with makeups and the rest.
Yes.
just go for something genuine. Stop going for loss. At the
Mm-hmm.
end, it's never going to end well. I'm an
Right.
example of that. So
Right.
I went so bad after loss and it didn't end well.
You
And that's
see?
what's happening today.
Yes.
Just go for something genuine. Look for, get the vibe, this is real.
Yeah.
Even if it's not 100%, but 99%, you feel a certain way, you feel better
Yes.
than when this thing is just based on what you can actually give this person or what the person can actually give you.
In
Go for something
return.
genuine.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
that's it.
amazing. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for coming on this show. It was really amazing and eye opener, and I love how you handled all the questions.
Yeah.
So until next time, guys, if you're not yet subscribed, follow us on all our social media handles at Samira Ahmed TV on Instagram, YouTube, and on Facebook. And I'll see you bye in the next episode. Bye, guys.